Researching the academic aspects of artificial intelligence is becoming more and more important by the day. We all are seeing not only the advancements in AI, but also the reverberations it is causing in our lives on a daily basis, that too. So we believe that as an AI consultation firm, we must, and we have to repeat that we must provide some technical background into how artificial intelligence actually works. Some of how it was developed has been discussed in a couple of our previous videos. Do refer to that. But this video specifically speaks about how the various models or engines of artificial intelligence actually do what they do. Specifically speaking about the generative artificial intelligence. Let's call them generative networks of AI. In a while, we shall explain you how they produce content, text, images, videos, etc. But the more pertinent point right now over here is that as AI become ubiquitous in our lives, and in the future, it shall be taught in every academic institution, whether those are universities, research firms. We are making this video to be referred to for the future entrepreneurs, startup founders, SMEs, that how AI is shaping our socio-economic landscape and its applications in marketing, entrepreneurship, etc., etc. So go ahead and visit our website for the AI consultation page and the research and analysis page to contact us so that you have a background of what we do and why we are delving into so much depth of how generative adversarial networks work. Let's begin with this one. So what we are seeing today is generative neural networks as opposed to standard neural networks, with the difference being, as explained in the previous video, that the standard ones only predicted the text and how translation could be done using a set of rules, and we won't be getting into the technicalities of the techniques like parallel corpora that were used, but generative ones are the ones that not only develop new text and moving on to graphics, videos, images, etc. And we all are seeing that how it is getting like out of hand almost these days with Google's VO3 and so many other tools. So if you apply the same logic, it can generate code as well. Example given, if a coder, a very good one, gives it a sketch, like the sort of program that they need, the generative neural networks can go ahead and generate the rest of the codes for the program. Please go ahead and look up Replit, Lovable. By the way, this is not an endorsement of any of these platforms, but they are, and we can refer you to people who have been replaced, software developers. These programs actually are now reducing the demand for software developers. Your run-of-the-mill software developer is replaced. So what will happen in the future is that those who actually can design, implement, and carry on, manage the digital transformation, those who provide entire IT systems will be having work, business, clients, whatever you would like to call it. But same is the application with writers. A good writer can give a good sketch. Obviously, they have to know how to give the prompts, and prompt engineering in itself is a big field. But if a writer can give it a sketch and the generative networks can go ahead and work out the rest of the details, writing books, essays, and just your run-of-the-mill text on social media or internet overall, reports, etc., would not be anything which would be difficult. And this is where ingenuity will come into play. If you can actually generate creative ideas, only then AI can produce novel text on that. So how all of these operate is something which is done by GANs, GANs. Similarly, we would like to give an example over here that in marketing, how we are using it. We give it a prompt that this is the sort of advertisement that we need, and it generates lots and lots and lots of ideas, ads, posts for not only for us, you can check it on our pages, on socials and our website, but also for our clients. So we shall get to the negative aspects of AI that we discussed a while ago further down in this video, and related to how today more than ever, people all around the world need to be more compassionate, more connected, more referring to each other, whether those are clients, vendors, partners, and just in general helping each other out. But right now, we were talking about generative adversarial networks being developed in a way where there are two networks that are pitted against each other. These networks have complementary learning objectives. For example, the generator network is supposed to create the content, and the discriminator network is supposed to make sure that bad outputs are not generated. And these two are working against each other. That is why the adversarial word is there. General adversarial networks. So you can consider it like brainstorming. You come up with so many ideas, but only notch down the ones that are practical, pragmatic, and actually work on those ones. You execute those ones. So this is how they work. And by the way, if you like to get free referrals of clients, vendors, partners, or just friends, please do join WRM. As mentioned in the previous video, World Referral Network is an international community of entrepreneurs where we have multiple benefits for you. First of all, signing up is for free. The link for joining with our referral is in the description of the video. Go ahead and join that. We shall get back to the AI video shortly, but we do believe that this is very important for our community, for our international group of businessmen, startups, SMEs, that you should know that they also have a platform where people are just hanging around talking to each other what they do, but also they have almost daily events, most of them which are free, and the free membership actually entails that you go to networking events, and you introduce yourself and what you do, and then you get connected to those people who are looking for your products, whether those are goods or services, and we shall be making a full-fledged tutorial for that. But even if you join the paid membership, the actual members, the actual founders of the World Referral Network, they seek out leads for you, and then they give you the business. You can also work with them in terms of for barter, that you can exchange clients or services. But yes, we wanted you to know about that, and in the coming days, we can give a free consultation to anyone who's willing to join that. As of now, go ahead, visit WRN from the link below and sign up so that we can get a referral. And once you join, you can build your profile over there. You will get credits on inviting every member. So thank you. Let's move back to our video on artificial intelligence. So one might imagine that how such algorithms are actually trained that they come up with such ingenious answers. The answer to that is in alteration, meaning that once the generator is kept fixed and the discriminator is kept variable, and then vice versa. And this carries on for multiple variations with a lot of data, and it trains multiple times. So it is not that they're flawless, they definitely do make mistakes. And the most famous of these models are GPT-4, GPT 3.5, and DeepSeek, the Chinese model, provides the GPT-4 for free. But GPT 3.5 is the one that is available in ChatGPT for free. And most of our audience would have used them by now. And the techniques that these models use is extrapolation, which essentially is thinking about what will come next. For example, they can make sentences out of words and paragraphs out of sentences. You have seen their applications while you are writing an email or when you are doing a search online. For example, when you are typing, I do hope that, and then it is automatically filled that this email finds you well, etc., etc. Similarly, the search engines have a data of your past searches, and then AI uses in order to bring up those sort of search results that you might be looking for because you have searched similar things in the past. So moving forward, we would like to inform or maybe educate you over here that these AI engines are called transformers. There are other sort of engines as well, but that comes later. For this video, we are only focusing on how machine learning has improved sequential elements determination by AI to this point that they can, if you take the parallel of defeating human chess experts, Two, moving on to developing entire new strategies of chess. And one of the practical applications is how Google's DeepMind reduced the consumption of electricity by Google's servers by 40% more than the best engineers, Google's engineers, could actually do. And this is one of the most famous case studies in how AI is actually uplifting international economies, reducing costs and increasing revenues in order to generate value for the maximum number of people, although one can debate that that value generated is not distributed evenly. Do you understand? Do you comprehend? Do you actually maybe accept that the Turing test is now dead? Turing test was that machine performance becomes indistinguishable from human performance. Here, machine performance far, far, far outperforms human performance. So, as we move further down the progression of AI, more and more we will see that those human roles that do not require some sort of physical input, some tangible effort, will be replaced. Examples given are CSR, digital sales and marketing, and so forth. When we said that in today's world where AI is taking over almost everything, we need to be more compassionate. We need to relate to each other, put ourselves into other people's shoes. We meant that there is no one version of reality now. Why does your reality differ from anyone else's is basically FYP, for you page. Remember, the algorithms, they bring up that sort of content that you have been searching in the past or you like viewing currently. If you start watching one sort of a video, similar videos will pop up, whether that is on YouTube, Netflix, or any other music or any other streaming platform. Same goes for news, etc. So the point that we want to establish over here is, as more and more algorithms take over our digital space, they foster or foment our reality. As Jeffrey Hinton also says that, when I open up my homepage, I think the entire world is talking about AI because he is always searching for material regarding AI. But it might be happening the other way around. The application or the question over here is that there is no doubt, no one can question that there are dark forces in the universe. And if one starts, due to any reason, facing negativity, what will happen is that more and more negative things will be shown to him, whether in reading, writing, etc. And eventually, his entire intelligence will be based on negativity. And that is where people can, be bigoted. They can go down the misogynist route, all sorts of hatred, religious, political, ethnic, etc., etc. But it is up to us how we over here come into the play and put our human efforts and elements into the artificial intelligence value chains. We understand each other, we try to relate with each other, and we are actually researching on, we do have a very interesting project coming up on that, and how to actually deploy AI for inclusive growth. One framework for that could be the Sustainable Development Goals by United Nations. But having said that, we invite you to join forces with us, and we shall be looking forward to your comments, feedback, suggestions, questions, whatever you would like, and however you would like to contact us. If you go to a country as a tourist and you hire a guide, and that guide will only try to take you to those places that are good, that will present you with a pleasant experience, but you can circumnavigate that if you know the history, if you know the culture, if you know the people over there, you might want to visit other places. Even though in cyberspace that is almost impossible because the censorship due to omission is reinforceable, we have to just listen to each other and try to explain our point of view to others and understand that the other person might not be having the same sort of information, or just as a personality, just as a belief system as similar to yours. So let's connect, let's foster a network and collaborate with each other in the best of ways through marketing, even if we are using artificial intelligence for marketing, which we do. Thanks a lot, and we shall be looking forward to your feedback.